Alrighty, ladies and gentlemen, little late night, late, out of date review of Dynamite, folks. I'm not gonna take too long tonight there. I'm sure everybody's at home watching Impact. So basically, Kenny Omega declared that he was leaving or whatever. He threw a bit of shade towards Adam Cole. The AEW fans were writing this, that it might happen. I guess the bookers have decided when Kenny comes back, something happens with Adam Cole or whatever. They're in charge, folks. The fans, I mean. So Kenny's leaving for shoulder surgery. Apparently, it's so bad that he can't even lift lightweight or whatever. He says he doesn't need his shoulders to wrestle, which is a stupid and dangerous statement. I'm surprised that the Savior Company would let him wrestle in such a condition. You know what I mean? Isn't it McMahon who allows injured wrestlers to wrestle, blah, blah, blah? And if it's Kenny who was deciding to wrestle, even though he's injured, sometimes you gotta fucking man up, Con, and be a real boss and do the right thing. If he's too fucked up to wrestle, and he's fucked up at that level. Maybe he should have lost the belt a few months ago then or something, but whatever there. Adam Page comes out. It's the Dark Order greeting Adam Page or whatever. He comes out. The fans are cheering. You deserve it. He says, I'm sorry, but I earned it. Like, you earned it how? By being friends with Kenny Omega. Like, this guy was booked horribly to get there. You know what I mean? The shitty goofball alcoholic storyline or whatever. He was insecure, looking goofy and stupid, and apparently this was great storytelling. He was friends with the Dark Order, a bunch of fucking clowns. And now he's the world champ with no real proper build up or booking. Like, I failed to see how he earned it, but whatever. Bryan comes out and he turns heel. You know, in order to try to get this guy over, I guess Bryan turns heel. Now, Bryan can work as a heel, you know what I mean? But he's one of the biggest baby faces of the modern era. I'm not sure if it's a smart business move to turn one of your only baby faces heel, you know, that has potential to draw viewers. You know, and if you turn him heel, these goofy fans, they take everything serious. Suddenly they'll start calling him a WWE guy or whatever. They already turned on him in WWE before the Smarks, which is why he came out with the fickle gimmick. You know what I mean? Like, it's very easy to lose the star power of Bryan here, you know? Especially if he jobs to a guy that isn't really good enough to be the champ, you know? And because he's heel, these dorky fans are getting behind their dorky champion, you know? And to me, it just felt corny and forced. Seeing the real star having to turn heel to put over a fucking just a jobber, fuck, who's friends with Kenny Omega. He might not be a jobber there. That's maybe too harsh of a word, but he's not established. Like, to me, it felt fucking sickening there. Seeing a superior wrestler having to put himself down for this fucking goof, you know what I mean? I understand it's wrestling there, but the fans just cheering this clown like he's a hero there. He's trying to look cool, and it's just so fucking cringe-worthy. I'm sorry. Adam Page, he's just not believable to me as a world champ. He's just not. Like, the fuck is this? But whatever. Bryan defeats Evil Uno or whatever. It wasn't a competitive match, thank God, and Bryan was beating up the guy. He says after the match, he cuts a heel promo that he's gonna go through everybody in the Dark Order or whatever. He doesn't know when the world title is taking place, you know, because it's a well organized company, you know what I mean. The world title takes place here. You build up and like you don't know when the match is coming, and it's gonna be Bryan fighting jobbers, like um, whatever. You know, Bryan, he gets a win against the schmuck. It's good for him, but it's worthless there. It's Jobber City, Evil Uno. Second match, Orange Cassidy and a Japanese guy, Himorisho Hishi or something, defeated the Butcher and the Blade. So this guy apparently I don't know what the fuck he is. He was short, he was fat, he was weird looking, he was old. Another old Japanese guy. Do they have any Japanese wrestlers under 55 they can bring in? You know what I mean? Yuji Nagata, I know who he is. Minoru Suzuki, I know who he is. This guy, I have no fucking clue, and I ain't ashamed to admit it. You know what I mean? I don't know this 5'2" weird looking guy. If y'all know who he is, congratulations. You know what I mean? Personally, I don't give a fuck about this guy, and I didn't give a fuck about this match either, folks. Big, low budget wrestling is low quality wrestling. Speaking of low quality wrestling, Nyla Rose defeated Hikaru Shida or whatever in a subpar wrestling match there. MJF came out to cut a promo. He did a decent promo, and then CM Punk came out. And CM Punk looking cocky and full of himself as usual there, and that made me feel a bit of cringe inside there. It made me feel anger a little bit seeing him come out or whatever. You know, hopefully MJF wins. You know what I mean? You want to put over a young guy or whatever. Don't have Punk come in and crush one of your only guys with potential there. For fuck's sake, you know what I mean? Hopefully MJF beats him there. Okay, he goes to shake Punk's hand. Punk doesn't shake it. He's laughing at him. He walks away or whatever. You know, I hope they don't have Punk come out and just beat him and walk all over him and bury him. That wouldn't be good for business. Punk can take a fucking loss. You know what I mean? Do the right thing and put over a young guy. You just had MJF beat Darby Allin. So that's going to show the fans that MJF has more potential than Darby. You know what I mean? So if he just loses to Punk and he's made to look like a bitch, then you just fuck two of your upcoming stars or whatever. You know what I mean? Hopefully MJF wins. Fourth match, Dante Martin and Leo Rush defeated Max Caster and Bowens. Another fucking cruiserweight midget match or whatever. Dante Martin and Leo Rush, they look like a couple of teenagers. You know what I mean? They don't look like real men. They both look like they're 14. Team Taz comes out. He's trying to recruit him again. You already have a 13-year-old Hook in Team Taz. Why you need another teenager? What's the point of this shitty garbage? Out of nowhere, Dante Martin. Nobody fucking cares. The guy's built like a toothpick, for God's sake. And in the fifth match, Sammy Guevara defeated Jay Lethal. It was a good wrestling match. A good B plus wrestling match between two guys who aren't really real main eventers, folks. It is what it is, which ends up being a flat finish, you know what I mean? Ends up being not a really impressive finish there. Felt flat to me to end like this with a cruiserweight match of 205 Live or whatever. So, it felt basically like a 2-hour rampage, a bunch of B material, Bryan and Evil Uno, Punk and MJF. This has potential. I would have liked to see Punk and Kingston continue, but they're not in the business of putting over anybody in AEW or whatever. I just hope Punk doesn't squash MJF and leave him looking worthless just for his own ego there. An ego that might be even bigger than Triple H's, you know what I mean? And Bryan and Hangman Page, we'll see what happens, but I think it's a mistake turning one of your only stars heel. You know what I mean? Especially with the retarded fan base you have there. They're going to turn on Bryan because of Hangman Page, and they'll stop supporting him, and just a B plus show, folks. I'm gonna rate this my official rating TNA 2.0, ladies and gentlemen. Until next time, peace.